single player game, third person perspective, science fiction game, platform game, and an overall out shooter. Vanquish is one of those games which is fast moving, shooting, throwing grenades, using rocket launchers, using science fiction weaponry to take out an entire army. And if you look at the game, it looks good, it plays well, the controls are very well done, and it's an action game, but it's also sometimes frustrating and irritating. But when you play it on the easy mode, you can finish the whole game, and the game is about 8 hours. But for now, let's go to the story mode. The story is you play Sam Gideon and you're a soldier at DARPA. DARPA is a secret organization which does research and building new weapons. And you're wearing a suit which can transform weapons and uses weapons, and it's really a fast suit. You can slide around over the ground, maneuvering everything. You can slow down time and taking out all the enemies in slow motion. The story is also that there's a Russian Federation, the Red Star, and they attack San Francisco with a gigantic microwave-like weapon, which they kill all the citizens of San Francisco. Then, of course, they make an ultimatum that they want going to destroy New York unless everybody surrenders to them and they take over the whole world. So that's not gonna happen, so they decide with the whole space fleet to attack the gigantic ship of the Red Star. And you have to infiltrate the enemy spaceship and take out the leader of the Red Star and other robots, because the Red Star uses robots to defeat the enemies. So I would say let's watch a bit of gameplay and then we can continue the review. Vanquish is really fast and it doesn't slow down. You get used to it because your suit can slow down everything around you. So, for instance, you see all those red robots who are fighting against you and you think, well, I'm gonna give them all a headshot. So, slow down time and shoot every single robot's head off. You can also use your kick or ramming with your arm the enemies, and the result is that your suit overheats. When overheating, you have to cool down, so, and you're vulnerable then. So look for cover and stay there. There are several different ways to complete the game, and just like Gears of War, use cover or use the speed of your suit. You can move from cover to cover, use cover and take the enemies out, but you can also move around real quickly and take all the enemies down. There are also bigger robots and there are huge robots. The huge robots you can destroy by shooting at their knees or elbows or their joints, and they crash down and you have to hit a certain point on their back to destroy them. The smaller robots you can just shoot at them. The medium robots have a certain place on their back, just shoot at them, run around them and shoot them at their back, and you've killed them and destroyed them. The weaponry are nice: assault guns, shotguns, rocket launchers, sniper rifle, machine guns, hand grenades, EMP grenades, disc launchers, sonic wave launchers, ion cannons. You can all use it and wear them. You can also upgrade them. Upgrading, you see certain objects and you move to them and you see upgrading. The upgrading, just choose the weapon that you're carrying and then press the upgrade and your weapon is upgraded. So after a while you've got really heavy weapons carrying, and taking out enemies is very easy then. But still, there are a lot of enemies and the game is really fast, and sometimes it's irritating because you get shot from several ways, from several sides, and they flank you, and of course you have a few soldiers with you. Artificial intelligence, the computer is in control of them, but they can't even hit a little pack of butter or throw a dent in it. Well, then you've got to do it all by your own, and that's the way through it. There's also a sidekick walking around and also computer steered, but he doesn't do much either. You have to do it yourself. They only gave advice. If you need help or an ammo or a medikit, there's always a soldier who's crippled. Help them up and they give you something for exchange. That's fun, that's nice and handy. Then we go to the graphics. It really looks nice. It's wonderful to see. A lot of colors, strange platforms, science fiction style, space battles. The movies are really wonderful and really looks well. The gameplay, your character moves smoothly, his fighting skills are nice, the weapons are handy, and the things that you can do with your suit are also a welcome element to the game. Then we have, of course, the price and the fun that you pay for the game. The price, you know, it's the full amount that you have to pay, and it's about 8 hours. Then you finish the game. There are a few extras like several horde modes that you have to fight against hordes of enemies and see how long does it take to kill them all. That's an extra that you get. Well, the price, you know, I always say it's a bit expensive, those games, so that's why that number is a bit lower, but the fun is a bit higher, so we get a medium of it, and that's a 7.5. But overall, you know, the storyline, well, it's a bit 12 in a dozen, the story, but it's okay. It's an okay story. We've seen it before. It's nothing new, but it's a good game. So overall, it's a nice game. You can play with it, you have fun with it, and you can enjoy it. But it can be frustrating and sometimes irritating because you can die very easily. And then is of course a little bug in the game. What's the bug in the game? Well, at a certain point you get to a door, and the door has to open automatically because you have killed all the enemies. And it doesn't happen. It stands still, nothing's happening, and you have to wait and nothing is happening. So you have to reboot your system and then play again, and then you've lost all your upgrades and you have to buy the upgrade. You have to collect the upgrades again and go to the position where you was the last time the bug happened, and you see the second time the door opened. So that's also irritating and frustrating. But overall, it's a nice game, and I really didn't expect it that it would be this good, but it is. So that's why it gets an 8.5.
Moving pretty good for a knockoff.